Hi guys, I'm selling the van, so this video is basically going to be like a tour of the van and show you what's coming with the van. You can see I'm parked up against the fence, so we have to go in through the driver's door because I can't get access to the habitation door. So let's go in and take a look on the inside. Okay, this is obviously what you're looking at is the cab area of the van. Before I go into what's included with the van, the extras that make it really good for off-grid and all the gadgets and stuff, I thought I'd give you a chance to look over the van. So obviously driver's cab up there, you got the double bed area. Obviously this pulls out, creating a double bed. So let's have a look at the van, shall we? As you can see, it's an L-shaped lounge. It's got the fire there, wardrobe here, really good deep cupboard here, cooker, gas cooker, grill, oven, little cupboard down the bottom there, sink with a glass top, and a three-way fridge. Next to you there is the bathroom, which I'll show you in a sec, but I'll just give you a chance to get the feel of the size of the van, because I know it's when people watch these videos they like to see, just have a good feel of the inside there before we start moving around. Standard sort of layout really, isn't it? Okay, we got the bathroom here. Push lock. This is the bathroom, and as you can see on the door there, I've got the clip-on bins. They're handy there, out of the way. You can just lift them off when you're parked up. So I'm just going to pop you inside the bathroom now, well, up to the bathroom door there, so you can have a good look in the bathroom. You've got the sink, running water, hot and cold obviously, little cupboard under there, shower floor, toilet, brand new cassette in that toilet and it's never been used, shelving, 4 bits and bobs, ignore the dustpan and brush there. I'm going to pop you in now so you can get a feel of the bathroom, and hopefully Insta will show you around when it turns for you. And that's inside the bathroom. Got towel racks, handle there for if you're sitting on the toilet, help you get up, and I think that's for a toilet roll actually as well. So I've never, as I said, the toilet's never been used in here. I think that's toilet roll. But it makes a good handle, doesn't it, to help you get up. Light switch obviously there, and the shower can go up on and be mounted up on the wall. It's never been used in here. It's been more for storage, to be honest with you, because I haven't really been out in it, as you know. Okay, sort of in the just past the habitation door now. You got the cooker here, lid. I put these on because they stop rattling when you're driving, but the cooker works. If you've seen any of my blogs, you'll see that I have cooked in here. So that's just the cooker, grill and oven, and a little cupboard at the bottom there for storing bits and bobs. Drawer for knives and forks. And you've got a drawer here for vegetables and stuff down the bottom. You know, those cages. They're not really designed for holding heavy objects, but you know, it's a standard. It's what you get in most motorhomes. The three-way fridge. You've got hookup, battery power, and gas. The fridge and freezer does work, so that's pretty good. Up here, you've got the switches that allows you to turn all the lights on and stuff. Yeah, so I'll just let you take that in with the cooker, sort of the general layout, and obviously you've got a nice window there, so you can have a good view when you're cooking up your supper or your breakfast in the morning. I have actually got the net down at the moment, so that just comes up. You can get a nice view out of your window, and it does, obviously opens, doesn't it? But I like to have that down because I've got neighbours. Yeah, I put like this little net here. I thought I'd leave it in. It's a good place for your oil, which you use quite a lot, washing up liquid. And there is actually a USB torch behind there, which is handy to have. Up here, that is the remote control for the diesel heater, which I'll come to in a moment. Yeah, you've also got good cupboard space in this motorhome. You've got these cubby holes here, which you can put bits and bobs. So I'll go through what I've left for you in there. You've got some deep cupboards here, which are really good, and they're very sturdy. And you've got lights under here as well. You've got a really long strip LED light I put in there, illuminates this whole area, really nice and white. And you've got these standard little lights under there as well. So we'll move on. Okay, you're now in the lounge. You've got a cupboard here, glass, plasticky fronts. I think it's meant for wine and glasses and stuff, but I had loads of food in there, to be honest. I don't really drink wine, but I know some people do. This is a slip-proof mat I put on top because I like to leave things like that on here. So you've got a nice top area here, plugs and a 12-volt socket there, which I've never used. A very deep cupboard down here. Very deep. I've never really used it because I can't really get down on the floor because of my legs and stuff, but it is really deep cupboard. You can get lots of stuff in there, and I've left you some bin bags and stuff down the bottom there, which obviously fit those bins. So handy to have. L-shaped lounge, comes out into a double bed if you want to. You'd have to take out the Laguna table, which just unhooks down the bottom, just lifts up. If you do want to make that into a double bed, I know some people do. Me personally, I thought it was better up top myself, but yeah, as I said, it does pull out, and you can make a bed at the back there. I'll remove that picture, by the way, because obviously that won't go with the van. You've got deep cupboards all the way round. Hopefully Insty's turning. You've got deep cupboards all the way round, and up here you've got some open sort of cupboard space, and I've left these little square cubes that you can fill up and put in your cupboards. They do fit. I thought I'd leave them there because they're very handy. This is the what they called strip lights. It does come off now and again. Needs a bit of tape on it really, but there's a dimmer switch here that operate those lights. I don't know if you can see it, but that's really nice at night. Yeah, so that's the layout of the van. Now I'm going to show you the bits and bobs that come with it. Okay, this is what comes with the van. It's got a CCTV system with a switch, so if you're getting low on battery you can turn the CCTV off, and I put that in as an extra. The switch is up here, so I can turn that switch on and I can turn the CCTV monitor on, and I've got all front, rear and left and right side, although this one's upside down, this camera, because it's on the fence, so I can't really get to it, and I keep forgetting when I'm out, when I took it out, so that just needs to be rotated really, so you get a view like this one. But on the other side, that's the rear view. I know you got these on, but it never really bothered me. And the front, the cameras aren't screwed in, they're stuck down because they're tiny little cameras, so you can actually take them off and move them if you want to. You can maybe want to move that one forward and eliminate less of that white. But it's there. That's your CCTV, and it's got different modes you can go to. That's the front, rear, left, that side upside down, as you can see, and that side, and you can flick through all the different modes on the CCTV. Okay, let me just turn that off. Okay, behind that CCTV though, I don't know if you can just about see it, that's the Victron battery monitor. Self-explanatory, it just tells you how much battery you got in your two batteries I've got in there. Dimmer switch for the strip lights, what we would call them. 12-volt socket, two USB sockets there. This is on hookup plug. That's for the heater, the boiler, 12-volt, and a temperature in and out. Now the out sensor is up on the roof, outside where it should be, so you get an accurate temperature for the outside. Okay, moving on to the Wi-Fi system. This is a really good system. I did a lot of research on this. This is a Netgear Wi-Fi system. You've got external aerial that's up on the roof. The aerial is a really good one. You've seen it on my blogs where I talk about it. It's the best one out on the market, and you get a really good signal with it. Obviously, I will take my SIM out of that Netgear, but I have left the book and instructions over there for when you put your own SIM card in. But it's really, really good. So that's the Wi-Fi in the van, and I watched loads of films and stuff in the van because it's faster than my house Wi-Fi. Okay, over this side of the van, you've got up there in the corner here, you've got the diesel heater display. You don't really need to look at it because you just use the remote and turn it off and on. But that's the diesel heater display powered by our 12-volt system. Down there you see a vent that blows into the van, and it really does heat the van up really nice. And I've had that on through that winter period we had. It's really good. And the just something you don't really need to know, but the fuel pump is on the outside of the van under over here. Just move you over. Down there outside is the fuel pump, so you don't get that really noisy clicking noise. You do hear it, but not as loud as you would if it was in the van. I opted for a square diesel tank rather than the one that comes with the kit, because this diesel tank is really high quality. It would never leak. It's just really good, and that's where I put it. I was going to box it in, but I never got time to do it. Yeah. Also in the van, what you've got two 120 watt leisure batteries, so that's 240 watts of power there, which is powered by solar, which we'll get to in a moment. Down there, that's a battery charger for when you're on hookup. You can put that inside that little cupboard, make that more of a permanent thing. That's just for when I'm on hookup, because I haven't got my system linked to the van system. Two systems, but you can get that joined if you know just take it to a garage. But that's a battery charger, so when you're on hookup, if it's plugged in, that will top up the batteries. And they do that in America in their vans. That's where I got the idea from. So yeah, 240 or 220 of 12 volt there, battery charger, and that's all under here. So you've got two batteries there, diesel heater installed there, and really good. And that comes with the van. Here you've got a 12 volt TV. This is the one everyone was raving about. It's very light. It's 12 volts, so you can plug it into a 12 volt socket or run it off mains. It's a DVD player as well, and I had my Now TV stick on this telly and just watch films with Wi-Fi. So now we're going to go in and take a look at the solar. Okay, in here is where everything comes into the motorhome from outside. The blue box up there is the Victron Energy MPPT. that handles all the solar coming into the van from the roof. It's a 310 watts, I believe, solar panel. It takes the whole width of the van, and that's up on the roof. So it's a really powerful solar panel. I didn't want little panels everywhere on the roof. I opted for one big panel that goes right across that roof. So that's 310 watts coming into this van. The MPPT controls it all and sends the power to the batteries. Obviously you need sun. That's the fuse box for it, and there's a 50 watt cut-off switch there, and also in that box over there, that's got its own fuse box with a cut-off switch as well, so it's very safe. There's two systems here. You got the new system, which is all here. If you wanted to move this, you can. I left the wires all slack in case you wanted to tidy it up, or I wanted to tidy it up at a later time, so that's why the wires look hangy. Because I was thinking about maybe later on I could tidy this whole area up. Fuse box there because there's hardly anything in it, because I couldn't really think of what more I needed, but I wanted a big fuse box there just in case. So you got the option for it. Up here's all the wires for the CCTV. Self-explanatory that really. And yeah, there's a little table there that can come out and go across this seat. There's a bar at the back there, so you can have an extra table. These bits and bobs you can see in here are extras I was going to leave for the van. You've got these levelers here, which cost quite a lot of money. They're not the cheapy ones, they're quite a good one. You've got the hoses there for grey waste if you're at a caravan and motorhome site. So you've got a whole kit there for that. That hose there is food grade, so you can use that to fill up with water. And I've even left the tyre inflator there, which is obviously I haven't used, but that's the tyre inflator there nevertheless. Yeah, so this is the wardrobe with the solar system installed. You've also got the fuse box for the van system down there. And you've got these handy hooks I put up as well that go down the van for hanging your coats on. Okay, this is back at the front of the cab now. Above is the double bed area. Down there you see that the rear view mirror is actually a rear view camera display. It's a really good one. It wasn't cheap, but I thought I'd leave it in the van because I don't need it. It's hardwired in, so you've got a camera on the back of the van, low down, and you can see even really clear actually. You can actually even see their number plates really clearly. That's how clear that is. And that's a front facing camera and a rear camera as well, and it records. There is actually a little SIM card in there. Now I know the wiring looks a bit messy, but I just haven't got the energy to do it, to be honest, and it is an extra, so I thought I'd just leave it like that. That just needs to be hooked in underneath, and then those need to be undone, run the wire down, it just goes into the cigarette lighter. It's no biggie. But yeah, that's a very expensive system, by the way. So, and I've left the box here for you and stuff with instructions on how to use it, and it is touchscreen as well, and you can move the camera up and down, move the view I should say, up and down. Okay, just a few little extras now. Here we've got a bar which you can hang kitchen towels on, or this kitchen roll. In here I've left you some LED lights and stuff, and the instruction manual for the Victron system. In here, in this cupboard, I've left a kettle, which is a really good kettle, hardly used. A Ridge Monkey, which I've only used once. To be honest, I don't really like the Ridge Monkey, but that's just my opinion. Up here you've got two collapsible trays. One's a draining board and one's just like a washing bowl, I think it is. And this kettle I used for boiling water, to get hot water. So it's like a little camping kettle there I thought I'd leave in, and I only bought that the other day, that one. So I'm moving the camera now with hand, so you're going to get a bit of a bumpy ride. And as we come down to this cupboard here, which is some goodies I left in here for you as well. Right, in here there's a what's it called? Oh, it's gone out of my head. Okay, this is a 300 watt sine wave power inverter. Also quite expensive, but I've never used it. But I thought I'd leave it with the van because that's originally what I bought it for. Plug it into a 12 volt and you can get like DC power, or whatever you call it. from it. It's also got USB sockets on it as well, and that's a really handy thing to have in the van. Just bits and bobs, an adapter up there, fuses, T-strainer collapsible, and there's also bulbs and fuses in here for just extras really. And this is more sockets if you want to put more USB sockets in. Thought might as well leave them in there as well. Over there is the box for the rear view camera. As you can see, I haven't had it all long, so it's still all pretty new. Because that's the box for it over there. It's got instructions in there and stuff, little manuals. You got the. I've left you more of this slide-proof matting, which you can cut to shape, so things don't slide around so much. Yeah, that's pretty it. So let's just take one last look at the van. Give you a feel for what it's like.